the sky. In the city of angels, feels like I'm coming home. With my head up in the clouds, I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
I don't wanna feel this way, but it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. For you. For La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. Hey, I've got you on my mind. Yeah, you're all that I think about. You know you got me going wild. And what I want is you. Could you come a little closer? I want you by my side, and I'll try the best I can to make you feel this way. Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, 'cause I'd do anything. I just wanna be with you. How can you make me feel this way? Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. I just wanna hear you say that you want me to. I told you I can't get you off my mind. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. It is finally here. Project DK. Pretty excited about the videos that were posted. What we do here is we have competitions. Not really competition, I don't like that word. And it's not really, well, I guess it is a contest, but everybody that submitted is a winner. But what we do here is we challenge ourselves with a topic to do a video about, and we post it on the club, and then we all vote for it. So those of us that are club members, we can vote on the videos. Actually, I think voting might be open to everybody. Maybe not. But I'm not sure. I shouldn't have said that on live. But yeah, so we've got, I think, 5 videos to watch, or 5 submissions that weren't me. I'm not in the competition, but I like to participate in the competitions, and I would never ask you guys to do something that I wouldn't do myself. So this video was, this project was really, really interesting to me. My video turned into like something out of a horror film, but that's okay. I had some fun with it. It really came down to the song that I picked. It was just kind of eerie, kind of Billie Eilish kind of flow. I just typed the word decay into Epidemic Sound, and that's the song that showed up. And I heard it, and I was like, ooh, this is kind of creepy. And all of the B-roll that I shot of this rundown shed was what really went with it. So what we're going to see tonight, we're going to see the decay of snow. We're going to see the decay of a warehouse. We're going to see decayed barns. We're going to see decayed tractors. And we're even going to see an aqua documentary. Wait, no, I said that wrong. I made that up today. Aqua documentary. A documentary about an aqueduct. And I put myself as an Easter egg in my decay video because I feel like I'm decaying at some point, just because my beard's getting gray and my joints are aching and my hair's falling out and all that. But nobody commented on the fact that I was in my decay video. So a little disappointed that nobody saw that. But yeah, so we're going to hit the competition around 7 o'clock. We're going to play all the videos here. I don't know if it's HD yet. So I'll be watching out for that to see if it ever becomes HD. It's 360 right now, which is going to be an ugly live stream. But somebody's already voted for Chuck. He's got to leave, so he probably went ahead and voted. But right now the video is still 360, but we'll figure that out. So Gary's got it in 1080. Well, my live stream is in 1080, but the video, what I'm talking about is the video that's in the club. Is that 1080 for you guys? I think y'all are talking about the stream. So, and I uploaded it from a different computer, so I don't have it on this computer. So anyway, everybody get your fingers crossed so that 7 o'clock, that thing's going to be 1080 and I can show it in all of its glory. If not, come back and check it tomorrow, and you can see, actually anybody that's on the club can already see all these posts anyway because they're already posted to the club. But I put a montage with the names on the videos that coordinate with the voting. So we're going to kick that off around 7. But how's everybody doing? I've had an interesting week. We went to Camp to Know Him on Saturday, and went down there to. We go there every year. I always talk about camp, and I always get my camera gear ready to go film. That's my favorite thing to do, as far as video goes every year, and but we're going to the same campground, but since our youth group is a little smaller this year, we are going to the smaller facility. And so I went with all my cameras. I can't go anywhere without my cameras, y'all. And took my DJI Avata out and flew it. I can show that video tonight too, if y'all haven't seen it. But it was super windy. I would say probably 15-mile-an-hour winds. Like when you were like in the courtyard, it's not that bad. But as soon as you go out near that field, it's like this valley. It's like a big open valley where like the soccer field is. And when I flew my drone, it just like it took off the ground fine. And then as soon as I flew off of that wood, my drone just kind of turned sideways because it was fighting that wind. And it fought even harder when I got up in the sky. But so usually when my horizon is off, you can adjust it with the stick, right? But because the winds were so strong, when I adjusted my horizon, all of a sudden my drone started drifting sideways and kind of started rotating and drifting. So most of the times I don't do that kind of stuff because if I'm in a GPS drone, the gimbal kind of holds the horizon, so I don't see how much wind is hitting my drone. But flying FPV through the goggles, like you see how much wind is there. And I tried to compensate for the wind. I drifted into a tree. So yeah. Yeah. So Chris said the windy Avata, but it looked really nice. And so that's why I called it pretty windy, because it's pretty windy out there. But I also thought the day was gorgeous. Like that blue sky and the blue lake or pond is a pond. We call it the lake. And then there's a lot of Bermuda grass that was still brown or brownish yellow. And then there was a whole bunch of green grass, a bunch of fescue around there that was green. A lot of the trees had started leaving. So there's a lot of beautiful colors in that video. And I've kind of found my recipe for the Avata. And it is flying in log. I think it's Cinelog D. And then when I bring it into Final Cut Pro, I apply the Blackmagic 4K lookup table to it. And then depending on if I fly like with no sun, I have to adjust it a little bit. But on days like that where the sun's out, I mean, it's just gorgeous. Saturated to perfection. The steps of dynamic range are perfect on it. Like, it's my favorite. That's another reason why I'm kind of afraid to update the firmware, because like the videos that I've gotten out of that, at least this year, have been really beautiful. So anyway, tonight's live stream is brought to you by Whataburger. We just got a Whataburger in Smyrna, Tennessee. I'm now 1.5 miles away from Whataburger, instead of having to drive down to Texas to get a Whataburger. So super excited about that. I lived in Texas for a year when I was a missionary with Youth with a Mission, and fell in love with Whataburger down there, and then moved away. And yeah, I usually only get it when I see it on vacation. So, all right. So I'm going to engage with y'all and do a little roll call and make sure I haven't missed anything good. Stephen Drones was first because he's retired. Then John Carroll was second. JC flying. And then Chuck was number 3. It looks like, let's see. Johnson is Mavic 2 in for an overhaul. And then I saw somewhere where Steve had to send in one of his H pluses. Was that the one I sold you? Or is that the one you had before? No takebacks. It was working great. I sent it to you. So JC was getting, he was having issues with his vision sensors wouldn't calibrate. I've got that problem on my Mavic Pro, like the OG. And I bought it from a guy that, it's kind of a sad story. His brother passed away and he was just getting rid of stuff. And so I got the drone for pretty cheap from him. And it had, like, it has errors on the sensors on the bottom. So, so with that drone, I just have to fly it a little bit more. Like I've been flying drones before they had sensors on them. So, so I don't hardly ever rely on sensors except when I'm tracking something. But for the most part, I just fly line of sight, and just watch where the drone's going. So, and I put so much crap on my drones that most of the time I'm covering up a sensor anyway. And so it'll pop up an error. So I've been kind of used to flying without sensors. I will say I love the sensors on my Air 2S. It's wonderful. Let's see what else we got. So JC's in the house. Chuck from, I already said Chuck. He's got a link on here. He's got a link straight to his. Nice. So Chuck is selling his Mavic 2 Pro, I think. I don't see where that was, but oh yeah. So if anybody is in the market for a Mavic 2 Pro, I almost bought a Mavic 3 Classic the other day. I saw it on Facebook, which looks pretty cool. One Vision Aerials in the house. What's up, Dustin? Hope you're having a good night. Let's see. Brent Aerials is in the house. What's up, Gary? Hope you're having a wonderful night. Jim's Droning is in the house. Who else we got? I love that y'all are all just saying hi to each other. That's great. All right. What's the K in y'all? Nice. Gary said something nice about my video. I really appreciate that. I think I want to get into more of that. I think I want to do some video tutorials. I've been just putting up footage for a while just because work is pretty heavy right now. But I do really enjoy taking the video out of the camera and making it better with effects and transitions and stuff like that. I really do love that. So I might do some tutorials on that. I also have Premiere, so maybe I've got Premiere, DaVinci, and Final Cut Pro. So maybe I'll learn some tricks in all three of those and then post them up. But yeah, that Decay one was fun. It's kind of, so I'll tell you what I did, and we'll see the video later. But so the FS5, the new cameras that I've got, they render in an XAVC format, and Final Cut Pro, my video card kind of struggles with it, so it kept like blinking while I was playing it in my editor, and I was like, man, I need the video to look like that. So the blinking was kind of an accident, but yeah. So Jim watched my video and didn't see me. He didn't even notice I was there. I put like light on my face from my phone and everything. We'll see it tonight. Chuck voted for himself. By the way, I want to show y'all pictures of the hats that Steve ordered. I think they look really good from Printful. So yeah, that might be, if y'all would prefer a hat, I might, we might go through that process. So let's see. Chris is in the house. Pretty sure I mentioned you already. Bob Casey's in the house. What's up? All right. I think that's everybody. Oh, Eat More Possum is here. He was like 8th or something. Oh, Bob mentioned something about it. I was figuring everybody would talk about it. Like, that was the funny part about my video. Appreciate it, Bob. Thank you for your attention to detail. Yes, I work. Jim said Duquesne's not that fun. I agree with you, man. There's some mornings when, like, I feel good in bed, and then I throw my legs off to the side of the bed, and then I stand up and I take my first step, and I don't know if I'm going to fall over or not. And I'm like my ankle and my knee is like seized up, and I've got to like pop them and start stretching them, and I do all kinds of stretches in the shower and all kinds of stuff just to warm my body up. All right, I think we're all caught up. What time is it? 6:56. Should we go ahead and play the videos? Let's see if it is let's see if it is live yet. Oh, I didn't even do this. All right, I'm going to pin this to the chat. So if any of you are not part of the club, here's a link to the club. This is where you can go vote for your favorite video that was submitted for that hurts, Bob. I'm not going to sit by you at South Florida. No, I'm just kidding. So if you go to the club, I'll go ahead and pull it up on the stream now. And we will see if everything's working out. All right, y'all. So this is the club. And how this contest worked was if you go to groups and Project Decay, these are all projects of things that we've done in the past. So if we go all the way down to the bottom, these are the posts in order. So Stephen Drones posted a video about this old mill that had fallen apart or was taken out by a storm or a fire, something like that. And then Chuck put up a video of Decay, which is the Richmond Aqueduct ruins, which is a really cool, like, man-made bridge aqueduct structure. It's really cool. And then John put up videos. I think this is like a campground or like an old, let's see what it says, snow camp in Almance County, North Carolina. One of the stations of the Underground Railroad. That's awesome. And then One Vision Aerial, Dustin put up a video. He's got a bunch of barns that are all falling apart, which is awesome. Jim put up a video of decaying snow, all the snow melting, which is a nice little take on something that decays really, really fast. And then mine is the old creek side shed in Nolensville, Tennessee. So this is an open group that people could submit videos to. And then what we're going to do this week, anybody can participate. All you have to do is join the club, which is free. And then you can vote for whoever you want to. So if you've got subscribers, if you've got friends that you want to invite to the club to vote for your video, you're more than welcome to. So Bob Casey said, question. I was in the Project Decay group, and I was wondering, were all the videos in the section all on Decay? Seems some were different videos. So each project is open to interpretation. So I found so like with Jim's video, for instance, it doesn't have like rust or, something that's been sitting out for a long time that's decaying, but the snow is actually decaying. So I thought that was a pretty good take on it. We've got 3 votes so far. Chuck, Jim, and John have all voted. Well, I don't know if they voted, but they have been voted for. All right, let's see what quality this video is. Let's go to YouTube. Still in 360. Are you kidding me? Let me try to clear my cache. Okay. So I have decided, everybody's complained in the past of their audio not being on here. So I'm going to take a risk tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and play audio. I asked everybody in the stream, I asked everybody in the club whether it was Epidemic Sound or not. I didn't get any replies except from Steve, and his was not. So, but I guarantee you the video is in HD. They just YouTube. I uploaded this at 3 o'clock today, and it is still not. It's still not the greatest of quality. So, show screen. I'm going to share the audio. All right, let me know if I still feel like this will be okay. But let's hit it. Or so I could play this montage that I put together, or we could go ahead and play the videos from the club that you guys submitted, and those will be full quality. Let's do that. But it won't have anybody's name on it. So if you want to know whose name goes with who, that's what this video that I made was all about and spent so much time on today that you guys don't want to see. So you want me to nick him off? Is that like, do you want me to get a razor and give him some nicks? All right. So here we go. So the first video we have, this is Steven Drones. So if you're planning on voting, this is his video. And I'm just going to play everybody's audio. So everybody's saying no sound, so we're going to try that again. All right, let's try it now. What'd y'all think of that? This is going to be the struggle tonight, y'all. Since we're watching it here, I'm going to have to go on mute and go off mute and all that. So... all right, next video we have is the ruins of the Richmond Aqueduct, Montezuma, New York. And this is from Kovaction, from Chuck. Hope he didn't get Montezuma's revenge when he was out here with his aqueduct. So let's play this video.
We found something really cool, possibly, on the way home from Seneca Lake, and it's the Montezuma Heritage Park.
And there's actually like 11 trails.
There's like 11 trails here.
So we probably won't do 11 today, but we can do at least 1, maybe 2, depending, I suppose. Number 2 straight, 7 is 2 that way.
We're going to the aqueduct.
Okay.
Okay, we're off.
And a new adventure.
Never know where the hell we're going next.
So Chuck, it looks like maybe we don't have to worry about that today, but I wonder if they do snowmobiles.
Oh, probably.
It's pretty wide.
We have a tree down, so slight obstacle. This thing right here.
Can we get over there or no?
Of course we can get over it. Comes Lori
Sure, Chuck.
over the obstacle. No problem.
I do it.
Of course. So it says here, an engineering triumph, 1849 to 1917. Work began on the water bridge in 1849, consisting of building 31 arches spanning almost 900 feet long and 86 feet wide. It only seems fitting to film it. Work began on the water bridge in 1849. There were a total of 31 arches spanning 900 feet long and 86 feet wide. A 100,000 linear feet of wood piling supported the 31 arches. The arches stood 11 feet tall and were 22 feet wide. It was completed in 1856 and cost over $216,000. It was designed by American civil engineer Van Rensselaer Richmond. It replaced the hazards of crossing directly through the Seneca River. You could cross over it instead. Its ruins remind us of the great engineering that was accomplished in the 19th century here in the United States.
So that was the aqueduct from Chuck and his wife. There were several questions about that. So it was a bridge, but it was also an aqueduct. Pretty sure that well, I'm not sure exactly what the aqueduct is for. It looks like a bunch of pathways through, and it probably kept larger boats from going, like passing through there. But I also wanted to mention that this picture right here, I'm pretty sure these are stones that were chipped out. I don't think they poured concrete here. They might have. They might have made bricks. But this looks like it's made completely out of stone. Oh, that's cool. Look at my mouse. Neat. But yeah. Yeah, so Chuck confirmed that they're like literally stones. And it like stones that make an arch. Like look at this. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like 5 huge stone bricks thick, right? And then like when you're building an arch, like those bricks aren't rectangles, they're like wedges. And for them to chip out all of those bricks to make those arches, like that's pretty amazing. Yeah, y'all see my mouse? Check it. Anyway. All right, so what did y'all say about it? Chuck said they're stones. It's friggin' badass. Yeah, keystone. That's what I was thinking about. Like you have to build like both sides of the arch, and then the keystone is like the last stone that goes in that kind of holds that arch. And the arch is one of the. I'm pretty sure the arch is the strongest of shapes. Like an egg, like a dome, like an egg. It's really hard, even though an egg is really fragile. If you hold an egg in your hand and you try to break it, because of that shape, it's really hard to break in your hand because like all of the weight is distributed equally. So this bridge had to be extremely strong. So all right. So let's move on to the next video. Ah, crap. All right, this next one's from John Carroll. This is a video he posted of the snow camp in Alamance County, North Carolina, of one of the stations of the Underground Railroad. This area has been well preserved, and it will take a few visits to capture. Okay, so this video does not have any audio, so I'm just going to talk during the video. So you guys, hopefully there's no echo or anything like that. What we have here is an old tractor. I love old tractors because they have these really big steel wheels in the back instead of big rubber wheels. But check out that radiator. That's it. Actually, I love that song, by the way. So that is what's funny is I asked everybody if this was Epidemic Sound, and didn't realize that it didn't have any audio on it. So no, it is not epidemic sound, but it's not going to cause any issues either. This next video is from One Vision Area. By the way, I thought this area was really, really cool, John. The old tractor. I love old machinery, and how that might have been a tractor that was built 50, 70 years ago, and it still holds up today, right? So I just think that's cool. So this next video is Barns by Dustin over at One Vision Aerial. So let's get it.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up.
I think you're right, Chris. I think the singer said he's got donkeys bleeding. Not sure though. I thought that was a really cool video. So here in Nashville, we've got a bunch of barns that say Sea Rock City all over them, all up and down the interstate. And there are some that have been kept up. And I think the deal was back in the day, Rock City would paint your barn for free if you let them put Sea Rock City on the roof. So there's all these red barns with black roofs that say Sea Rock City on them. And I think I've seen some green ones too, but I'm pretty sure they were mostly red with black roofs. But we've got all these barns, and what amazes me about barns is that people will build them, but people will never take them down. And so if a big wind hits, or if they just built it by hand without putting a good foundation on it, or stuff like that, the whole barn will just kind of start to fall over. But it will take years, maybe 50 years, for that barn to actually fall over. But it'll be like all crooked and bent, and they have just so much character. And I think that's why you see a lot of paintings of barns, because they're usually by some pretty landscape, and they've all have character. So I thought that was a really cool video. So yeah. So One Vision Aerial went all gangsta on us. I liked it. All right. What do we got next? Next, we have Jim's video of decaying snow. And to take us back, this music is not gangsta. let's hit it.
I'm feeling low. Want you to know I ain't got much to show. Baby, I'm slow. Gonna creep into my eyes, stay on show until the spring liberates me from my winter hell. I've got candles and candy. I can be your daddy if you only let me creep into your prison cell. Hey, baby, can you tell I'm not a criminal? Your choice is seminal. I want you to stay true to what's right for you. No matter who or know what will others say. Just find your way and try to stay true. Just speak low, stand in your row. Try not to show this life's a show. Try not to glow. Way down below, oh, it's a lot of woe. And that's not a place where you would like to go. I've got cigarettes and brandy, which could come in handy if you just help me loosen up my hand grenades fuse. Baby, don't refuse my truth, but it's up to you now to choose. I want you to stay true to what's right for you. No matter who or know what will others say. Just find your way and try to stay true. I want you to stay true to what's right for you. No matter who or know what will others say. Just find your way and try to stay true, 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 true.
That's it for me for today. We'll catch you in the next one.
Let me do that again. What about that sky at the end of that video? I thought that was pretty awesome. Really cool video of all of the snow decaying and making its way back to the ocean or a really large lake. So yeah, I thought that was a really cool video. I saw a woman in there. I don't know who the woman was, but are you saying she's decaying? I might get in trouble there. And then I liked how, like, I'm not making fun of you, Jim, but the end was kind of reminded me of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, where he was like, "Oh, that's a really good video. See you next time." I thought that was cool. but you're like your local local neighborhood Spider-Man coming over to say, you know, see y'all in the next video. But yeah, I love the clouds at the end, and I loved where the sun was, and that you could see the silhouette of the trees, like the dead trees for winter or whatever. And then you moved the drone ever so slightly, and then this little blue lens flare showed up in the middle of it, and I was just like, I know not much was happening in that shot, like all the rest of the video was moving, and then that one was still, but I really liked that I could slow down and like pay attention to details in that shot. A lot of times we do all of this fast video, and what I love about slowing things down is it's hard to miss something. You know, I was able to look at the sun, I was able to look at the clouds, I was able to look at the trees, and I thought that was really cool. Did I catch the moon? Let me see. All right, we're gonna pull this up again. And see if there's a moon. So this is definitely the sun. This is a lens flare. I don't see a moon. Let's see if the moon is over here. I do not see the moon. Y'all see the moon? I see something right there. Maybe that's a planet. Watch the travel through the... You said that's not a lens flare, that's the moon?
What will others say? Just find your way and try to stay true, true,
All right. And then the next video that I'm going to play, this is mine. This was my first try, and then I really wanted to go back and redo these shots, but I ran out of time. But because it was at sunset, like it made it real. Oh, check that out. My mouse is freaking out again. But since it was at sundown, I got some really kind of eerie shots. And what I loved about this place is I love the brick floor that's falling apart. That's like bricks and mud, like there's no mortar. And then I love how the wood on the outside of the barn is so eroded, like the grains on the wood is like super thick. So I really tried to capture that in this video. And if you have epilepsy, I'm sorry if this causes you to fit. So I'm going to go ahead and give the epilepsy warning.
Drink a little water, feel a little better. You do what you gotta, babe. Breathe a little air. Bring life into your muscles, instinct for a living man. Oh, but there is one thing you're all forgetting. That endless morning will turn to night. And when you're dreaming, you will be seeing a little demon. it's funny how you keep running away from slumber, although you can't. And when you're dreaming, you will be seeing a little demon dancing around. Baby, there is only one way, and that's the slow decay. Get a little earthy with me, I'll pull you down like rings. I'm tired, I can tell from your shape. Feeling sleepy, yeah, you can beat the slow decay. Baby, there is only one way, and that's the slow decay. Get a little earthy with me, I'll pull you down like rings. So tired, I can tell from your shape. Feeling sleepy, yeah, you can beat the slow decay. Baby, 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 get a little, I'll pull you down like rings. So baby, 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 get a little, I'll pull you down like rings. So
All right. Oh, I am not on mute. Good. Yeah. So what I loved about my video, especially that last shot where I think there's some like worm damage or something on that wood, but there's like that knot, and then like it's so old that it's rotted, but it's still holding together. Like the shed is still there and standing. But if you ever get a chance to go to Nolensville, Tennessee, it is right behind the Nolan House, which there's this family called the Nolans, and they were traveling, and their wagon wheel broke, and they decided to, make that spot their homestead, and now it's Nolensville, and but even like the graveyard there has like an old wagon wheel that's broken. Like that's the symbol of Nolensville. But yeah, I had a lot more that I was planning on doing there, because that rusty bridge that goes over the creek, I was going to fly my FPV drone through there. There was also a place where there's an old bridge right next to the current functioning bridge. But you can like walk across it, and it's got spray paint all over it and stuff like that. And so I was going to do some shots with the drone there, and then fly through the creek. And then I was going to go to that shed with my drone, go through the window. And then I was going to start showing like all the video of that shed, but I didn't have enough time to go through all of that. So yeah, that's that. So now that we have seen all of the videos, let's show you guys where to vote. So I'm going to reset the club. I'm going to hit the logo and go back to the home page. And I have pinned this video up here. What we have here is the voting is up. Who's going to win a t-shirt, watch the video, and cast your vote. These are all the rules. So if you guys want to fact check the videos and make sure they followed all the rules. I'm not big on rules, so but I wanted everybody to have kind of a fair shot. Let's see if this is, oh, it's in HD now. I'm done with the live stream almost. And Now it is in HD. So feel free to watch the video right here and then vote down here. So we're going to run the votes for an entire week. And then next week on the live stream, we're going to find out who wins. So yeah, cast your vote. Invite your friends to vote. All of that stuff. So I've been playing around with my merchandise. And last week I created these 2 hats for Stephen Drones on the live stream, and then uploaded them to Printful. Steve, Printful does not have mouse pads, so I'll have to go back and make that on Spreadshirt. But yeah. So the reason I chose to start working on Printful was because they offered embroidered hats. And these are 2 options. Steve always buys black hats. Everything he's bought from me, I think, has been black. There might have been a gray shirt, maybe. But these are this is the 5-panel hat. And this is the I believe it's a snapback hat. That's kind of like a trucker hat, but it's you can see the back of it is completely covered as well. So this is a snapback. This one has kind of a buckle. Steve, which one? So Bob, the voting stops next week's live stream. So I'm gonna call it at 7:00 in the live stream, and if there's a tie, then I'll do the wheel of awesomeness like I've done in the past. I made these logos pretty small on the back because you only have a section that's about here. And the embroidery turned out great. Steve, what do you think about what does that mean? Sean, I have the mouse pad all set. Okay. I'll get with you on the mouse pad. Pretty sure you probably want that black too. But Steve, what do you think about the 5-panel hat, and what do you think about the snapback hat? The snapback hat looks really, really good to me. I was afraid that seam was going to mess up with the embroidery, but the embroidery did wonderful. And since it's embroidered, it's not going to fade in the wash or anything like that. Oh, okay. So you made your own mouse pad? Cool. And then yeah, you can order in bulk, or you can order one at a time. So Bob, if you're going to take your logo and put it on a hat, the only thing is, like, when you sell or buy the first hat, there's like a $6 fee to take your artwork and turn it into an embroidery file, which I wish they would just let me know what kind of file that is, and then I'd save $6 by just uploading that file. But it's called digitizing the file. And then once they've done that once, your first hat's going to be more expensive than the rest of them. Or if you buy 15 hats, then there's going to be a $6 fee, $6.50. I don't remember exactly what the price is, to basically take your design file. I had to upload a PNG file, and then they take that and turn it into probably EPS or SVG, so that they can print off of it. Or they might have to actually say, this shape is white, this shape is red, this shape is whatever color. And they have, depending, depending on which hat you pick, some of them have a $3.50 fee if you want to use thousands of colors. Okay. But if you have to limit it to 6 colors. Luckily, like most of my designs are primary colors, so it was pretty easy to get. Red and white are definitely 2 of the colors that are available. But so Steve said both hats are great, which is pretty cool. But yeah. And then what I've done is I have set them up in Etsy. And I'm getting a lot more views on Etsy than I ever was just on the club. But this is the Sean Hyde Studios Etsy page. So this is the five panel hat that Steve bought. And there is a blue version. So there's kind of this army color hat. There's a blue version, there's a gray version, and then he bought the black version. This is what the clip is like. So it kind of snaps on. What's cool about this is you can just pull it tight. Like let's say you're out flying a boat. Let's say you're out on a boat. This will let you like cinch it really tight. But if there's other times when it's not windy, you can kind of loosen it pretty quick without like taking it apart and putting it back together and remembering what holes you put things in. And then this is a shirt that I bought, and I received it yesterday, and it is very thick. I can show you guys what that shirt looks like in person. But so Bob, you've got 2 colors. What 2 colors are they? The back of the hat should say too many props. That's awesome. Flying a boat and the holes you put things in. Yep. Yeah, I'm getting a little loopy. I've had Diet Dr. Pepper, I've had coffee, and now I'm working on my water. So right in 10 minutes, we're going to stop the stream, and I'm going to go start streaming in the bathroom because I got to go. So blue and white. So, okay. So let's go to Printful. And just for kicks, I'm going to go, I'm going to create a new one. And, so Bob, are you wanting to make a blue and white dry fit shirt, or are you wanting to make a hat that's blue and white? I'll go ahead and do the hats real quick. Pretty sure this is the hat. So they've got mesh hats. This is the 5-panel hat that Steve bought. And then pretty sure this snapback hat is the other one. And let's see. Wasn't that one? I want to say it's this one. So let's say Bob said it must be the Whataburger. So I'm going to go ahead and add a design of mine that I've already have up here. So let's do iFly Hex. So this is the design. Basically, what it does is if you upload a design, it recognizes that there's two colors, and it goes, it lets you choose. So if you were going to upload your design, I've already got white selected, and I could grab blue. You could do light blue or dark blue. Dark blue is not going to look good on a hat that's like black. But let's say so black hat, trucker style, and the design is blue and white. All right, let's do that then. So yeah. What's up, Maddie? Welcome to the chat. Bob's asking how to make a hat. So we're going to create a new one. We're going to go to hats. This is Printful, by the way. Steve and Drones just bought a couple hats, and they're embroidered. And so I'm trying to get an embroidered hat to wear down at the meetup in a couple weeks. I don't know that I'll get it in time. But I'm pretty sure Steve's got to him in a week. But it might be cutting it close. So you said trucker style hat. So with the trucker hats, we've got several different colors. So if we did this one, and we did blue and white, that's red, white, and blue. So let's go back. So trucker hats. Let's do this one. So if we chose a blue and white hat, you said the design is blue and white. And so we'll pull. No, I don't want to do that one. Whoa. So apparently you can put two files on there. Let's just do Shawnite Studios. All right, so it's recognized that I have two colors in here. So white works, and then I'm going to change this gray to this baby blue. And that's it. So this is what it looks like on a black hat. This is what it looks like on a kind of a navy hat. This is what it looks like on a white hat. I wouldn't suggest that, so let's kill it. You can go back to your products, and I think this design would look good on a black hat, a navy hat, brown hat, charcoal and white, silver and black. I don't like that. All of these with white, I don't think it's going to work on. So that's it. So Bob, if you ever want to, get online, and I can walk you through building a hat, like helping you build a hat for yourself, or if you want to put your logo on a hat, and we can just, like, I can just build it in my studio, and we can do it that way. Either way, if you're just trying to get 15 hats, we can probably do it, not make it public, and I could just make your hats for you. Or I think this one's really sharp. I think that's cool. And if you want to go back and let's say your branding changed, you know, you can go back to the colors and change this to orange if you want to. And I think that's a pretty cool hat. Actually, I think for a 2-color hat, that's pretty cool. But with it being able to be embroidered, I think that's pretty awesome. So yeah, everybody, voting is up on the club. Make sure you log on to the club and vote for your favorite video. I've got my favorites, and I'm not telling you what they are. But yeah, next week we might be designing a hat for the winner, or yeah. Hope you guys like this video. I'm planning on getting the Autel Evo Pro 2. Is that what it is? The 6K 1-inch sensor Autel Evo drone that I have that I haven't flown in over a year. I'm going to get that up in the air this week and make a decision whether I'm going to sell it or not. I'm going to start selling things to pay for 2023's YouTube channel because things are getting tight, y'all. Yeah. If you are going to the South Florida meetup, I am planning on being there with y'all. I still need to reserve my hotel room. Maybe I'll do that tonight. But yeah. Hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications. I want to put out more live streams and other awesome videos about cameras. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful week. And I will catch y'all on the next video. Peace out.